So you can't watch snakes and stuff like that.
No, that's why I watch Anaconda. The only snake I watch is the one off of Robin Hood. Put a little hat on, a little cartoon shit.
I think no. My thing is, no, my thing,
They didn't look like one.
no, my thing that gets me was no, I'm trying to get me because this is weird. Like you know how like when you leave the TV on when you go to sleep, and then they be playing that sad music with the animals.
Oh,
That shit be fucking with me. I'll be like, yo, I hear that shit. I get up, I'll change the channel. Like, all right, boom. Like, cause I don't like motherfuckers mistreating kids, people, or animals. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, it's your boy RO.
Oh shit! I didn't know we were
And
recording.
I said the dumb shit I said about I can only watch the Robin Hood snake with the hat on. You recorded?
Yeah, you damn right. So with that being said,
oh my God,
so with that being said, it's your boy RO.
It's your massive shooter,
Lady Next.
It's Shell. What the fuck?
This is
Like,
the Feed the Culture Big Show. Yeah, man. Yeah, so how
Don't send no clowns in my inbox. I'll block you.
or a snake, because I will delete you.
So how's everybody feeling?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
Good.
The 14 is on the way. The 14 is on the way.
Man, I told you about this shit, man. Them niggas gonna tap, man. Listen, so everybody.
I'm using my upgrade.
Nah, but see, like,
Are you going to Vegas?
Huh?
Aren't you going to Vegas?
I think I got postponed.
Oh, okay.
when you getting the 14 and shit, so it's like, I got this 11 Pro Max. Shit gonna do what it's gonna do until like another 5 years. Cause I mean, I'm not really big on phones. Like you know what I mean? Like they all
lies because you make fun of my phone. But anyway,
bro, you had an Android.
So what's wrong with Android?
I got Android.
That's the problem, man. Android.
It's not a problem.
Something like it.
Niggas be having green bubbles and shit.
So
that shit be like, wow. But how everybody doing though?
Good.
Pretty good. Outside of missing my hair appointment. My haircut appointment.
Oh, I said, please.
My haircut. I did it. I caught myself.
Like,
I got his
hair
hair
done.
I caught it.
You know, panhandling is $40K, right? Untaxed, right?
Panhandling.
You already ain't got no cut. We can take some shirts, cut that shit up.
Mm-hmm.
Why you gotta pick me to do that?
I mean, you got the look.
That's fucked up.
I mean, sorry.
So he acting brand new because he got
a haircut.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You
You know what I'm saying? You know?
Look at me.
Look at me. Yeah, nah.
Yeah,
I'll be back right now.
No, because I ain't gonna lie. So, like, last night, like, I washed my hair and shit. Because I had this little fro going on. And my, shout out my little son, CJ. So, I was playing him in Madden yesterday. So, I had the Washington Commanders. He had the Minnesota Vikings, right? So, this little boy, I'm about to call him little motherfucker, but this little boy, right? He said, you know what? See, you fell off. You ain't even got your waves no more. Like when you had your waves, you always beat me in Madden, but now you done fell off. Da-da-da-da-da. So I'm playing the game, right? I'm not. I mean, he talking cold cash shit.
He's on his ground.
I thought I was playing a nigga online. I mean, I was playing a nigga online, but like it's different. So I'm like, bruh, like he's talking. So I'm throwing the ball. Like he score, I score. And then he kept scoring and everything like that. So he's like, no, you can't beat me.
I'm him.
I'm him.
RO. I'm him.
I'm Himothy. I'm Hemi Neutron. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So next thing you know, it's like 2 minutes left in the game. It's 27-7. Now, whole time the boy been doing trick plays, messing up the field goals, all types of stuff. He could have been blew it out, right? So with 2 minutes left, I walked that joint down. The game was like 25-27. I missed a couple field goals. I missed a 2-point conversion, which would have probably sent it to overtime. I probably would have won, but just having that time with him and, you know what I'm saying, bonding and everything was cool. But that boy was talking that cash shit. And speaking of cash shit, let's get to our first ever Feed the Culture movie review with our guy, Samuel L. Shooter. And it's
Me time.
Me time. Me too.
Me too.
Movie review. So, for those who don't know, it's a movie called Me
Me
Time
Time.
with Mark Wahlberg and Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
First and foremost, Netflix is really spending the bag on these niggas to get these movies. You know what I'm saying? Because I think when we was watching the game last night, they was talking about another movie they got.
Oh, the part 2, the Knives Out.
Yeah. So that's coming on Netflix, and
That's not popping until December.
but Netflix has, like, I'm not gonna lie, when it's coming to documentaries, shows,
Stand up.
like they is on it. So and I took the time out to watch it a little bit, and I liked it okay, but it's just like I think with Kevin Hart, he's not really funny to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, give me Kevin Hart, Paper Soldiers, or give me Kevin Hart when he did his little cameo in 40-Year-Old Virgin or something like that, like The Hunger. But I understand he getting the check.
He's like more Hollywood.
Yeah. Like I think
I want to see him in more serious roles, like
The
joint-
Father's Day.
what we saw the jump at Wesley Snipes.
that.
Yes.
That, and he did a movie with Bryan Crampton, aka Walter White from The White Wire.
Oh, you talking about Breaking Bad?
Breaking Bad.
Yeah. So I mean, like,
I see that one.
I looked at.
Oh, he's like a caretaker, but he's like a serious role.
Yeah,
He's
so
like a big felon, and he trying to get his life right so he can be back with his kid, trying to get his family back. But I wouldn't mind seeing him and Mark Wahlberg do more movies together. Maybe different. Like,
So how did y'all feel about it though? Like, you know what I'm saying?
There were funny parts
Uh-huh.
that I actually did. LOL.
yeah.
But for the, you know what? Please remind me how it ends, because I watched it like 3 or 4 times because I kept falling asleep toward the end.
They started a party planning business. But
Yeah,
like a
I
children.
fell asleep.
Like
I
a children's
didn't even
party
finish
planning
it.
business.
Cause I feel like what the movie was like. When I looked at it, I was like, all right, cool, but it kind of gave me like the vibe I got for, because I'm so used to, like, with Kevin Hart, it's only 2 people that can create magic with him, which is The Rock and Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying?
He did that with Will Ferrell.
Yeah, but it's different. It's like, you know what I'm saying? With them 2, you know what you get. You know what I'm saying? Because like when we saw him and The Rock and the Jumanjis and the other joint, you know.
So with other black people.
Yeah,
Basically.
you know what I'm saying? No, I'm not even trying to make it sound like that. But I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But I like, it was a lot, like the synopsis was like, you know, he had a wife, he had kids. Mark Wahlberg, he's the house husband. And then you had Mark Wahlberg, that was the, you know what I'm saying, the Bachelor, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's like, you know, it had its moments in it, but like, shoot.
Oh,
It
you're
seemed
married.
kind of forced.
I can ask you this question because this was part of the movie. How would you feel if your spouse, without your knowledge, loaned his best friend $47,000?
That's a lot of money.
That is a whole lot of money.
$47,000.
I didn't know what was coming out this house.
Cause I looked at it like when that was going on, I was like, yo, I said 40K.
It's unrealistic to me.
Because it's like this. Like I think we've just seen movies like, in a sense, like where you had 2 partners, like somebody be the one that's giving the money up, and then they get burnt and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So
But it just seemed unrealistic. Like you y'all were best friends growing up and all this, but then y'all didn't connect for a minute. Then all of like, what was it that Mark Wahlberg did that made him so like, oh yeah, here's 47K.
Ain't nobody in their right mind gonna give out that type of money when I talk to the significant other.
Yeah, nah.
Not that type of. Ain't like you need about $100 or something.
Yeah.
You still got $100.
you still might have to talk about that.
Yeah.
Because like at the same time, it's like like pulling from the movie, but putting it in real time. Nigga, shit's we in a recession. Right? Let's keep this shit in there. Let's get this shit up, man. And everything is getting inflated and everything like that. Like I was talking to my barber today. He was like, "Yo, like this, like I remember, like I know we having a bad time because back in the day, I really didn't, look at the gas prices. Now every week I'm like, this shit's okay.
Yeah, I mean,
what
pricing
I'm saying?
all of them.
So like you look at it like $100. Like if you in a cup, right? $100 ain't the end all be all, right? If you got now, granted, if y'all are on a good rapport financially and everything,
Right.
you know what I'm saying. If you're not, like, it's always gonna get better. But I feel like with $100, that's like that's minor shit. Maybe
Right.
500. That's 500 to 1,000. Those are
We
the
get to
those,
talk about
those
it.
are the waters that you gotta talk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's 500 of my money, you know what I'm saying? That's all right. That's something I gotta worry about.
No, when you're married.
Oh, when you married, everything is yours.
Yeah, like this.
So
That's why I said even with the 100, you gotta ask because you pulling money from a joint bank account.
I wouldn't be a 700, but if it's like 1,000, I'm like, why the fuck you ain't talk to me about it? Like,
47,000.
Yeah.
47,000.
And you not
That's
working.
$1,000.
How much money did they have over 47,000 that you felt like you could give 47,000?
Right.
Especially when you not working.
Like this, because you don't know what's gonna happen. So it's like,
You got 47K, like.
right. Like I'm not an asshole. Like family need help, whatever. But it's like I still need to know that this money came out our account.
Let me ask you a question. With 47K, now you said family and everything, because everybody got a sob story. I feel like, not to be funny, but I feel like with the urban community, we all have that 1, 2, maybe 3 relatives that have this mean sob story.
10, yeah.
10, whatever, like nephew, my dog ran into the refrigerator. You'll never believe that shit. Like you have some.
You need eye surgery.
Yeah, no. You like the thing about it is like you will have family members call you. Like you ever notice like they be like, oh, I'm saying, I'm gonna ask them, hey, how you doing? Like they be like, yo, how you doing? That's good. And the nigga wrap you up for about good 45 minutes. 45. It never fucking fails. 45 minutes. It never fails. And then they be like, yeah, man, but I'm okay, man. I'm just trying to figure out how. Yeah, once they hear, I'm trying to figure out, and then it turns into like Charlie Brown, like womp womp womp.
I'm going through it right now because there's some.
Residue. Yeah, mine's is too, my nigga.
Like my man might have told me one day. He said somebody called him. My man was like, somebody might have called him, talked to him about an hour and a half, just for the end game to be like, damn, yo, my rent due. And I'm like $500 short. Like, nigga, what? Like, so you think I'm gonna just pull $500?
I'll be like, damn.
Right,
That's messed up.
But then I'll be like, yo, they just cut my water off.
Now, the only thing I don't like dealing with this situation is if I loan you money, or I don't loan money, I'll just give you money because this is gonna make me sound like such a dick.
Nah, but I think I know where you're going with it though.
Don't put if you give me if you say, hey, shooter, let me hold $150 until the 14th. This is the part that's gonna make me feel or sound like a dick. When that date comes, I don't give a fuck what happened in between that time. I want my $75 on Friday. And then don't call the money that I gave you when you were in dire need little when I asked for it back.
Oh, I see somebody.
That shit pisses me off.
I'll give you a little 20. You should probably get a little $20.
It wasn't. It saved your life when I gave it to you.
Right.
Don't do that to me.
But the thing is that
I'll give you money. I won't loan anybody anything. I'll give you and I won't give you anything that I know I'm not gonna want to ask for it back, or it's not gonna affect me to where I'm gonna feel a certain way about you.
Right. Okay.
No, go ahead. You got it.
Like my parents are married for 40 years. My dad has always been the breadwinner. But trust and believe, a certain amount of money, he's not gonna pull that shit out without talking to my mom. It's just just to keep the peace in the marriage. Because mom, both sides, ask whatever. My mom is not an asshole, but we are one. I need to know what's going and coming. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just out of respect of your spouse.
I think like the one thing my mother told me was like, don't loan money or give money that you gonna need back.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you will have people call you just to say I'm checking up on you. Or they're like, let me tell you how this shit, this is how the dirtbag shit goes. You might have a nigga or a person or individual call you one day, call you the next day. Then you building like a talking pattern.
Yeah.
Then probably on the fifth day, like that shit is like on the fifth day, that shit would be like, you know what I mean? Like on some, yo, so like you trying to borrow some money. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you said no,
You don't hear from him no more.
you know what I'm saying? So that shit is just be like how that shit be. But at the end of the day, it's like you gotta just like if you borrowing money, man, like or you loaning some money, man, just make sure like just feel like all right, nigga, I ain't gonna get it back. Cause you know, some people be out funny like he a little stank ass $20. And it's like
This thing is like,
And-
I gave it to you.
and
That's
no,
the part that I don't
and,
like.
and the fucked up part is niggas be beefing over the money,
That
like
you owe me.
like you owe me the money, and you want to beef with me.
Right.
You want to act weird with me. Why are you acting weird to me?
And I did, and I was helping you.
Yeah, like this shit be weird. Like man,
Fight in the hand.
Like
But-
I had that cousin like I could go to, but I always pay him back. But he was like, Shell, I don't mind helping you because you're a single mom. Like I could, like I remember before I was like, y'all, like I had so much crazy shit. I was like, yo, I need like $800, and he was like, all right, cousin, I got you. I was like, for real? He was like, the real talk.
my man just hit my
Like,
my man
he was just
my
like,
man just hit me
all
with
right.
the cold
I said,
Irish
but
rock.
it was like December. I said, but I can't pay you back the tax time. I was giving like $100 when he was like, all right, well, just give back to me a tax time. And I just, and I'm not gonna sit there and lie like, oh,
Well, I'm gonna be like, I don't know when I
I
can,
don't
but
know,
as soon
but
as I can.
shout out to my cousin Travis. He
I can
always look out
respect
for me
that.
like that. Like if I needed something, he's like, Cheryl, don't worry about it. Like, and he know like, cause I can't pay you back to this time. Yeah, all right.
I can respect that though, man.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. That's why I said
Yeah.
don't put a date on it.
Yeah.
So that way I'll feel like it's Christmas when you be like, hey,
Right.
here's that bread.
Cause I
that
give the band with him. I'm like, yo, I can't get back to. He like, or I'm like, cause I really need to borrow. He be like, how much? I'm like, he like, girl, I'm about to block you if you don't tell me. I'm like, cause I need. He already said, cause you need about $800. I'm like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, you gotta humble yourself.
Yeah, but
when
I've
you
always paid him back.
asking,
Even he be
yeah.
like, there's been times he be like, cuz don't worry about it. I'm like, no, well, I need you again.
Yeah.
I can come to you
Yeah,
again.
you
You know
got-
what I'm
you
saying?
got-
Like, I don't want to burn my bridges.
You're
But
right.
Sometimes I like to keep I'd rather
Yeah.
keep I mean, might sound irresponsible, but sometimes I'd rather my street credit be more on point than the actual bill scam like we call me or the bill collector.
Mhm.
Gingerbread man, catch me if you can. But these people that I got to interact with and move around every day,
Yeah.
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Because when ain't no money, you still gonna need them people that you around
Right,
to do something. You know what I'm saying? You never know when you're gonna be in need of anything.
right. Because even when he like, don't worry about it, I'm like, nope. As soon as I
Nope,
get
I'm
my
worried
money, I'm like,
about
nope.
it. Yeah.
Because if I need you, I don't want you to be like, nah, because she ain't never.
Mm-hmm.
Now back to this movie. Now let me ask you this. So since we talk about the money, and, you know, you next, you said the Drake feel kind of forced.
Yeah, his acting.
Kevin Hart's.
Yeah, when it comes to like that type of role,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, there were funny parts.
When he took the doodle on the bed and they was like, "Oh, you brought the turtle in?" He's like, "Nah, that was me."
Or like the whole part when they was talking about him having me time, him and his
Yeah.
not co-workers, but
The
other
the
parents.
other parents.
Mhm.
that part was funny.
Yeah.
But like the part, like, okay, for example, like the forced comedy was like when that dude smashed his finger.
Yeah, on the
And he was
car.
like, oh, it looks like a hot Cheeto type thing. I was like, okay.
So with that being said,
Like dry
is
humor.
this
Yeah,
is-
right.
with that being said, is this something that y'all would like? Y'all would recommend to people to watch or something like that? Yes or no? Starting with you next.
If you getting ready to go to bed and you just
You
want to
just
fall
fall
asleep to
asleep.
something. Cause I
I ain't
swear,
even
like
mad.
I'm like, damn, did I watch it to the end? Nope, because I did not know they started no company.
Yeah.
And nothing.
They merged their skills together. He's like,
Damn.
"You good at throwing parties, and I'm good at hosting or whatever he was good at." And they, at the end of the movie, they wore them tight ass jogging suits and they was throwing.
I did
like,
not see
kitty
that.
parties.
All right.
Tight ass joggers.
Yeah.
So I guess
Shooter gives it 2.5 to 3 shots.
Okay.
Shell,
6 shots is a
Shell,
perfect.
you
Is a
Shell,
perfect
you was
rating.
talking about it earlier, like you really didn't feel it, so you was like, you wouldn't watch it neither, would you?
No, I'm good.
If all I put it like this, if all of your shows that you watch during your regular like everyday life, if your seasons are over, put it on your queue list. But you don't have to go rush out and watch it.
Yeah.
I think me personally, I think this would be it's a decent movie, but it looks and sounds better when it's on mute. So with that being
Oh my
said,
God.
I said 2.5 shots.
water please, Mississippi water crisis. All right, first and foremost, shout out to everybody in Mississippi. Shout out to them people in Memphis. Bang bang, you know what I'm talking about.
11.5.
Yeah, I need the Memphis 11s ASAP.
And the 4s.
Is this the norm? Is this the norm? Like Flint, Mississippi, all these other places with going through with these waters, the water things and shit. Like I just like before we even aired and before we even did this, I saw and I showed y'all like it was a faucet running water.
No, son, that shit look like Coca-Cola.
Cola. That like it just looked like Coca-Cola. And I'm like, yo,
Pepsi,
like,
man.
what the fuck is really good with all of this fucked up water shit? Like what's going on?
Like I was telling Michelle, I said they water been one flood didn't turn that water into Coca-Cola Classic. I don't care how severe that flood was.
I mean, they said it's been decades.
That's how it was in Flint.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know Kyle Kuzma, the Hooper.
Yeah.
He's from Flint, and he said he had to boil water growing up when he was a kid. Like just to boil it to sterilize it so he could take a bath and take showers and shit. When that Mississippi shit first happened, they were telling people not to open their mouths when they was taking showers. Don't let the water get in your mouth.
Even washing
And
dishes.
even washing dishes. Don't you gotta basically wear a biohazard suit to wash your dishes if you're still primitive and washing your dishes.
Whoa, back there, yeah.
It's like Mexico.
Like Mexico with bottled water.
Bottled water, you gotta brush your teeth, rinse your mouth with bottled water. Because if you make a mistake and sip any of that,
oh
shit,
you sick.
I mean, because I'm looking at the water. Like, cause I remember one time
Calabasas water has always been clear and tasty, and it's never looked like chocolate milk.
But remember that one time back in the day, it was probably like what, 97? We had that little spurt out here where niggas had to boil their water and shit.
I wasn't out here. That's before my time out here.
That shit was wicked. Like niggas in that joint, like, hold up.
I had to boil water?
Like, yeah, this was like back in the day, like niggas had a fucked up shit. I wanna say that had something to do with the area, but cause you know how it is, like
but only urban, I don't even like using the word urban, but only urban areas get fucked up shit like
well,
water.
DC. Well, we know DC was getting that fucked up water because you know what I'm saying. You drive by.
Ain't no lead in the water in these nice neighborhoods that the people have left to come gentrify the urban areas.
When I was young, the only time we had to boil water is when we didn't have hot water.
Right.
To like bathe and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I remember one time it was like I ran out of water, like in the house, right? And I was like, damn, I need me some water to drink. So I had my little ice cubes in that joint, and my little water, tap water. And remember how like when Craig's dad, like, you know what I'm saying, was getting the water from Craig, like when the nigga dropped the cube on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the nigga just like, so I'm drinking the water. I'm like,
something was in it.
Like, what the fuck
And
is
you
this?
did.
Like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, why the fuck this shit taste like this? So that's why when anybody says, yo, you got water, I say, yo, bro, I got tap, but I don't recommend it. Like, tap water is not recommended in my house. Like, listen, like,
I couldn't find a bottle of water last week, and I almost fucked around and drank the tap.
I was telling him, like, nah, chill out, bro.
He's like, nah, shooter is in there. You just not looking.
But it's crazy. I grew up on tap water.
Smoke. Yeah,
tap.
We all did.
Tap water, like back, all right, 80s, early 90s tap water.
It was still fucked up.
No, it was fucked up, but it just had that. Let me tell you something.
It was refreshing.
Yeah.
Man, you put about
All you had to do was let the water run for a couple of
let
seconds.
it run.
Let it run.
Put the 4 cubes in there. It tastes better when you had the big plastic cup.
Yeah. The
Oh,
Kool-Aid
yeah.
cup?
Yeah, the big plastic joint. But then you couldn't tell niggas shit when that Brita shit came out.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit.
Nigga, look, like my mom.
You can taste the difference.
So my mom, she was on her gadget shit. So this is like 96, man. You feel me? 96, 97. We coming in the joint.
Mine's a 98.
Boom, mom come out and drink, get the Brita drink. So like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what's so good about it? So you gotta fill the water up, then drop the filter in the joint, let that joint cold be cold for a minute. You drinking that shit, that some of the best water in the fucking world. And then they branched off and put the Brita joint on the actual the
Where you
joint.
can hook it up to the faucet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like the best water I ever had when I was rolling off the E-Bill.
That's because your insides was dry.
Nah, my nigga.
Thank you.
Nah, no, yeah, I used to do a lot of wild shit back when I was young.
Because your
Nah,
insides
no.
was dry. Your body was burning itself from the inside out.
Listen. I was like 24, 25, 26. I don't know, one of these. All I know, this is when Gucci Mane was coming out with Lip Balm. All right. So I was in there. I was in the club.
What club?
This was way on.
You know I got no.
Way on, right? So I'm in that joint. What I mean, like, nigga, I'm drinking alcohol. That shit ain't doing nothing for me. I'm drinking this, nigga. Nigga got me a shot. Yo, hey, take this shot. Oh, bro, boom. Take this shot. I'm like, yo, fuck this shit. Like, let me get this water. Man, listen. Clear cup. Like this. 4 cubes.
Why it's always 4?
4 cubes, because that's all you gotta have it. Like, it's 4 cubes.
It's either 6 or 8 with me.
All right. So it was 4 cubes. Chilled to the right perfection. I
Was
had
the glass what was the cup sweating?
You take so long to get to the point, okay?
And you took so long to get to last week's episode. But we're good on that.
We know. All right, go
So
ahead.
I'm drinking. So I get this water, right?
You were late in the States.
I understand that, but still.
Oh, wait till she find out when the queen dies.
That's gonna be in 2 years.
Somebody
Go ahead.
She teared up. DMX is gone. But anyway, we'll talk about that some other time. Man, this was like the best water. Like, I think I might have said it in the other episode, but I was like, yo, this is the best water. I'm in the club. I'm sitting in the VIPs. Y'all like, yo, let me get another water.
Biting down.
Like, I'm like this.
That shit used to be
Here
crazy.
you go. Nigga, the water. They like, you okay? Like, yeah, I'm good. You be like,
I feel like Saha was off.
nigga, off the beans, off the pork and beans. You heard? But yeah, but back to the realistic part. It's like, yo, what the fuck? Like,
It's 80% black population in Memphis.
Right.
And
In Mississippi.
we're
I'm
talking
in
about
Mississippi.
Yeah,
I'm
we're talking
in
about we were
Mississippi.
talking about Memphis because Nike and all that shit. We'll talk about that another episode.
But they're trying
stuff
to
only
figure it
happens-
out. They're trying to get a grant from a federal grant to fund fixing all of this stuff. But it's like, why? Because you have to put a bid in, like different states and
Right.
cities got to put bids in to see if they qualify. But that should be like an automatic.
Right.
Or
Like, you should not have to put a bid in.
Like, why we paying our tax
All
dollars?
these health
Right.
risks.
Or you cannot send money to other people that are fighting their own wars in their own countries and
Exactly.
continents. You know.
Here we go. I give you
But
one.
that's too much like doing the right thing. So let me digress.
I give you one better. I give you one better. I'll take it a step higher. This water in Jackson, Mississippi is used throughout the whole area, right? So that means when you go to your fast food restaurants or your diners and shit like that, that means this is the same water that is going through their dishwasher system, even though they say they got it filtered. No, motherfucker. I used to be a motherfucking dishwasher back in the day. You feel
Was
me?
it Cracker Barrel or Waffle House?
This was Panera Bread, actually.
Panera, oh, excuse me.
Man, Panera. But
Panera Bread.
yo, cause look, I tried to apply to be a cashier, and so when I went there, they
girls them jobs.
yeah, but hold on, but then they said, nah, let me show you something. I'm like, what y'all about to show me? They said, yo, this is the dishwasher. I said, yo, y'all trying to play me. So I'm back in here washing this shit. I remember one day.
You still did it. No, you
Yeah, I did it because I needed the money.
Bread.
So I remember one day, this shit was crazy. This shit was wild as fuck. I went a break. They was letting niggas take hour lunch breaks. Shit was crazy. Hour lunch breaks, right? Back then it was like unheard of, right? So nigga, I come back. Lady was like, all right, you can clock out. We don't need you no more. I'm like, what the fuck you mean you don't need me no more? I was like the best dishwasher that this company has ever fucking seen.
What your services is no longer needed in the community?
Yeah. I felt like when Jordan, you know what I'm saying, like got retired and shit like that.
You thought that with the dishwasher.
Yeah, but I say that to say this to be on some funny shit. Like, it's like, bruh, just think about like McDonald's. I know they got like Bojangles.
I wash dishes at McDonald's.
Yeah, but you're using that same water.
Yeah.
So you're telling the community like, yo, don't do X, Y, and Z, but then you want to go buy food from X, Y, and Z, and they using the same water that you're not supposed to do X, Y, and Z with.
And that's why when I go to fast food joints and if I get a drink, it's no ice. Let me get whatever I'm drinking with no ice because it might sound nasty, raunchy, but we're here now. They say the fast food ice cubes, the ice that the crazy serial killer women like to crunch and chew on and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Shit is almost dirtier than toilet bowl water.
You
Right.
eat nice? Fucking
You better upgrade your refrigerator and get your crushed ice from out of the refrigerator.
shit.
That fast food
Well, no,
ice
they
is
said it was
dirtier.
bad for you. That's how I haven't eaten ice in years.
They said bread is bad
No,
for
but
you.
it's
How the
like-
fuck is bread?
It messes
bad?
your teeth up.
Yeah.
And then you're something else.
Like I seen a meme
I
with
call
it.
it hospital ice.
No, I seen
That shit is bomb.
no,
Yeah.
yo, I
Soft.
seen a meme. I seen a meme how like a dude was like trying to cater to his girl and shit, and I think she was on her monthly span, you know, her monthly
spin.
yeah, her monthly spin, and nigga got like the flowers, the candy, the box, and she got this big ass bag of hospital ice. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, yo, like
That's
That shit
love.
good.
like who the fuck? How's it? It has no fucking flavor.
I don't know. It's really good.
When I meant by bomb, I meant it keeps
It's a
your water
Sonic.
or whatever you're drinking.
Sonic
colder
has
than-
it by the bag.
What, ice?
Hospital ice.
That's what it says on the
Sonic.
menu?
No, I call it that. But if you go to Sonic,
In their
you drive
drinks.
through, you can choose the
Oh, you talking about the slushies?
No,
I think a bag of ice from Sonic.
They'll give you that joint. They'll give you that joint. Cause Chick-fil-A got the same ice. Like nigga, you get you one of them damn. Nigga, they got the best
Them
one.
half and
there.
halves.
You get one of them lemonade joints, nigga. Bull.
The only thing I want to drink from Chick-fil-A is a banana pudding milkshake.
Oh my god, that shit was so delicious. And they stopped it.
Cause y'all niggas kept going there.
Man, that shit
That's the
was.
only thing.
You even had the
Like, how many chicken
the
sandwiches
wafers
you want?
and-
Yeah.
stuff like came
Oh,
from the straw.
man.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no.
No, you know what's good? The damn peach cobbler shake at Cookout.
Yes, that is good.
Mm,
Yes.
Shout out to them Nassas. I think they joints about to be open up real soon.
When?
It's supposed to be soon. I know they done opened up another Checkers too.
So this checkers out here nasty. Every time I go, I
Checkers
try to
is
give it a
just-
chance.
Outside of the French fries, Checkers is just Checkers, rallies, whatever you want to,
And
whatever it's called.
I
It
used
is.
to work at Riley's.
There will
Force
be
Flow.
there will be no Riley's, Checkers slander on Feed the Culture.
I love the
No,
French
wait,
fries.
the
I
way
love the
They
it-
seasoned fries.
they burgers be banging.
They're alright.
Shit.
They're alright.
I didn't try to. I keep giving it a chance. I stopped.
Now you
When
used
I
to
hear-
you
It's
used
not a
to
Shake Shack burger.
nah you used to
Newport News, we got rallies,
yeah you used to that
Yeah.
757 shit.
Cleveland
and
is
it just
rallies.
tastes different.
Cleveland is rallies. You can't taste the difference between rallies and Checkers.
Like I taste the difference.
I could taste the difference.
Like if I live
Just
in
like you can taste the
Fredericksburg,
difference between Carl's Jr. and
at Hardee's.
Yeah.
But Fredericksburg, we got like two Bojangles,
Shit.
but I can taste the difference from the Bojangles up here and the one at 757. The biscuits and everything takes.
Man,
totally
fuck Bojangles.
They
nigga.
shouldn't have never closed Riley's in Fredericksburg.
Fuck
You remember when it was
fuck
in
Bojangles
Fredericksburg?
at
different.
the
I don't
staff.
there that yet.
Fuck them niggas. They need to go ahead and get Church's Chicken back up here.
That's
Oh,
biscuits
downtown
ever.
Newport News, or you can go to Richmond.
And
son, you got to take me to that fish joint.
You're not ready for that.
Nigga, don't disrespect my stomach.
You're
Don't
not ready for
disrespect
that.
my stomach.
Your feather and fin shit?
I need to go there.
It's chicken seed down there.
Fuck chicken seed too.
Chicken seed.
It's feather and fin.
No, it's not.
Shout out my niggas off of Princess
They got
Anne, you know what I'm
collard
saying?
greens and everything.
Tie water dry,
Don't
you know what I'm
even eat
saying?
greens. I just want
They
Listen,
got whole
listen.
macaroni and cheese, everything.
Listen. I went in that joint, no, because I was mad. Because I went in that joint.
You had missing stuff, so.
Hold on, watch your mouth.
So.
Watch it. Yo, my nigga. Watch your mouth.
Missing stuff.
So hold up. So I go on that joint. So listen, I go on that joint, man. And you know it's a carry out joint. It got the carry out vibe. Glass behind the joint, all type of shit. Black people working in the joint. Nigga, I already placed my order. The lady coming late to work, she got a cigarette in the ear and dropping her little.
Oh, that's good food. That's good.
So I'm like, all right, bet. She's like, all right, cool. So when I ordered, I say, yo, I always go when I go to Feather and Fin, I always give me a pulled pork sandwich. You know what I'm saying? A pulled pork sandwich, and I get number 4. That's a 4-piece. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't get the 4-piece. I said, all right, cool. So they were like, all right, man, we out of slaw. I'm like, how the fuck y'all out of coleslaw?
See, you showed
so
chicken seed.
No, I didn't want to go to chicken seed. I was like, all up the street of my Aunt Nita house. So like, you know what I'm saying? But shout out my Aunt Nita, you know what I'm saying? Cause she made me get her like a 6-pack of Bud Ice and shit. She was taking them drinks back because she was elegant. Like she had the little goblet glass and shit. So she came out there with a Schlitz blue ball. My Aunt Nita probably like, my mom's 68. My Aunt Nita probably about 65, 64, some shit. So she out that joint got a Newport 100 blowing, 102.3 jams on the radio.
Yes, that's
you know what I'm saying. And she got the joint like this. She said she pulled us. Here you go, nephew. Gave me the can of Schlitz Blue Boo. I was sweet here talking to her.
You drinking too?
Yeah, I was drinking. I'm like I'm back at the Mecca. You know what I'm saying? So I'm down there. She's like, all right. She's like, nephew, you got $5. I said, I got you. So I go get a 6-pack of Bud Ice. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember like sidebar. So I remember like it was Thanksgiving, right? So this is when my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer at the time. So my family has this thing, like when they be thinking my mom about to die or some shit, everybody want to come out the woodworks and do some shit, right? So my mom told everybody she had breast cancer. Everybody, oh my God, she about to die. She got to die. It's like
we got to be black and stick together and act like we like each other.
Yeah. So, so next thing you know, this is Thanksgiving. So our Thanksgivings was like kind of like just intimate things, like just a selected group. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is when my cousin Bon was staying with us. His mom was up here. Everybody was up here, shit like that. Cool. So we get the word like. Nigga said, what? So once my Aunt Poochie said she was coming up here, and my Aunt Nita said they come on, like everybody else was like, well, fuck. Because down there, because my aunt live in North Carolina, she's like, well, shit, if ain't nobody eating and cooking down here, we coming up here. So everybody came up here. Like, I'm in this joint like, interesting. So my Aunt Nita, my Aunt Nita, she cool. So, but my Aunt Nita like to drink. Like, she like to drink. So my pop, so my pops was like, look, they can have everything on this green table. So you had all types of wild shit on this table, right?
Like Cisco.
All types of wild shit.
Almost threw it.
Like all types of wild shit on the table, you know. So in the cut, I got a bottle of Henny. So this is why in the cut, this is when I was staying in the basement. So in the cut, I had a bottle of regular Henny, a bottle of Privilege, and white Henny, right? So
overrated.
Yeah, that it is, because white Henny's like the bottom of all of it anyway. So I'm giving my aunt some. My aunt like, where the Hennessy at? Mm-hmm. Whole time, right? So we drinking. Like, so she tried to run through my shit. Like, nephew, where's that Hennessy at? I'm like, hold on. I said, yo, there's a whole bottle of Henny Black on the table. Unopened.
Oh, you tried to do them dirty.
Hold on. Henny Black ain't that bad, but it ain't, you know what I mean?
Good.
But it was a whole unopened bottle of Henny Black. I don't want that shit. I want what you had last night. I'm like, all right, man. Cool. Me and my cousin looked at each other. We was like, go grab that Henny Black bottle. Right. Go downstairs. So I'm gonna pour it for you. Pour the Henny Black. listen, good shit right here, nephew. I'm like, shit you didn't fuck with. But I say that to say this. What the fuck? Like, hold on, I just had a fart brain fart.
I'm gonna say, excuse me.
But
To
yo-
say Mississippi.
Oh yeah, but
Got-
Now water that look like Penny Black.
pretty much. But yo, don't you ever put my personal eatery business out there, bro. Like,
You
if my
had a coleslaw.
yeah, that's
You
the
so
word
sad
they
about
eatery.
that.
You heard? You know what I'm saying? Cause see, I be hearing motherfuckers be making fun of me on here because I be trying to sound smart and shit. I be trying. Listen, motherfuckers, right? So you know what I'm saying? Like, you lucky I can't draw on this motherfuckers. I put them there. Her. You know what I'm saying? So
I do sometimes. I do it politely though. They be coming for your neck, bro.
I can't do it politely.
nah, because that's not your demeanor. But you can't do it politely, but you can't show up on time neither. So it's really not like that.
Oh God, one flat tire and
Stacy.
I'm blackballed.
And with that being said, kings doesn't move like peasants. T.I. son playing gangster. Now, me personally.
There you go. Oops, my bad.
Are you good? My thing is with that shit, I said, bro, what the fuck? Like, is it bad that we watch this little nigga grow the fuck up on VH1?
He's always been something else. If you
Like,
really
he- like-
follow T.I.
Nah, real nigga shit.
Yeah.
He remind me of Russie.
Of Run's house.
Yeah, because you everybody cool with Diggy, but Russie just had that
Rusty
weird.
was extra.
Like, Russie had that little
Yeah.
weird vibe.
He give me serial killer vibes. He give me like if he get caught for a crime, I'm on my 50 shit. Yo, whatever they said that nigga did, he did that
She
shit.
did.
He just looked.
Like I
Like-
always
He
like
looked-
Major.
Yeah,
King was always a weirdo to me.
because his mother took him to go get that bootleg plastic surgery with him.
Cool.
What you mean?
Huh, King?
I'm being,
I mean,
I'm being.
right.
Nah.
You know he don't look right.
it looked like her.
Because she was like, hey, give him whatever y'all about to shoot in me.
It looked like her. He looked just like her.
And dye this nigga hair blonde, make him look like a fucking Fraggle
But he's
Rock.
always been weird. He's always been weird since a little boy.
The
But thinking you
the
got
people that he was making fun of, the Waffle House workers,
Yeah.
they actually they ran down on him off the clock and like called him and like roughed him up, beat him down and shit.
You lying.
Nah, it's what beans.
I mean, that
The ones that he was saying step outside. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's like, bro,
That's like, nah, I'm not gonna lose my job, but
yeah.
we'll see you in traffic. And they saw him in traffic.
Like, cause I saw some joint with how they it was a joint on Instagram I saw recently was like how like niggas was like it was like a little clip they said like this is why your fucking packages be late, and it was like 3 niggas beating the shit out of the fucking FedEx driver. Like, this shit was crazy. And then like you look at him, he's out here like intact, like really going at it. Like, fuck about don't fuck with the Waffle House people. They make good food.
No, they don't. But don't.
Yo,
fuck with
watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
That shit is
They do
nasty.
make
You
good
eat
food.
Bob
That
Evans?
shit-
You be
No.
Alright, so who make the best breakfast?
People at home, your mothers, our mothers,
The
No.
mom and pop spots.
Yeah.
Are like
diners
like,
make the
it's-
best
it's
breakfast.
commies off of
Niggas, we in Newport. It's we in Newport News. I'm talking here.
well. Yes, it is.
Oh,
Harold
but
and Kathy's. It's in Dumfries, like a little mom and pop shop.
back in the day,
Yeah,
I
the
haven't,
mom
I
and
haven't,
pop
I haven't been in a
diners.
while. I haven't been in a long time. But Elsie's on the highway used to make the best omelets in the world back in the day.
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
The mom and pop, like diners and shit.
The diners are always have
You
good
couldn't pay
food.
me to eat Waffle House, man. Like your fucking shoes stick to the floor. Like when you walk
Not
in
no
the
more.
floor,
Not no more.
I like that.
we don't believe you. You need more people.
You in Maryland, you don't go out there. You don't come out here.
Waffle Houses are the same universal.
No, they're not.
The
Not
Waffle
like
House
I
that
had
Brittany
two Waffle
Griner was
Houses.
gonna go to before she got arrested had sticky floors.
Nah, bro. Because I'm
In
gonna
Russia.
tell you right now. I like the Dumfries. Now, like the stereotype, Dumfries. That's your like when you talk about Waffle Houses, the stereotype that you trying to describe is the one in Dumfries.
That's not the only Waffle House I've been to.
The
though.
one that crackheads run.
Right.
They work in all of them.
Nah,
No,
bro.
that's
Let
what
me
was my
let me ask you a question.
You ain't never seen a woman that looked like you working in a Waffle House, my nigga.
Shit. Dumfries.
I bet you she had gold caps in her mouth.
No.
Nah,
But I do know this though. I I have got me an all-star. I have got me an all-star breakfast. You feel me? And I have.
That shit is
Oh,
old. That shit
oh,
is
hold
like
up.
any of
Oh,
fucking
hold up.
breakfast food.
Hold up. See, that's your problem. You ain't grasping it, young grasshopper. You feel me? I got me an all-star breakfast. I cashed out. The cook came behind it. Came outside.
Mhm.
We shooting dice. I cashed out. Shout out my niggas, man. You know what I'm saying?
Which one was this?
But King,
Yeah, King.
Thank you.
King and all the
Uh,
privileged kids.
did
like
y'all
him.
see T.I.'s response?
Yeah,
about
like
it?
nigga, you gonna go to prison.
Yeah. I
Says-
posted it on my
says-
page
says
today.
they got close
I
to
fully
nuts.
agree with T.I.
I agree with him too though.
Like,
It's like don't think I haven't talked to him and his mother. Like nigga, you on your way. to
yeah,
prison.
once they turn 18, there ain't but so much you could do. You ain't
Right.
beating the ass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if you still getting whoopings at 18, something telling me something about yourself. Like
They might whooping like 18.
you never know. Bartholomew be lunching, but it is what it is.
Kid got his ass whooped when he came home from the party.
He won 18.
Yo, nah. Hold on, I'm gonna keep it a band. Like that 18, like that, like
That
nigga,
era of
like
18?
that era 18, you was really like 26. Like no bullshit. Like that,
Right.
like because them niggas look 20. Them niggas look old. Like them niggas was going to house parties dressed with the old fits. Like them
Niggas going
niggas.
to house parties in church clothes.
Facts. But
Wearing dress shoes and ties and shit.
nigga, that shit ain't
Doing a running man. But privileged kids like him all around the world act like that at some point. in
Project
time.
X type shit.
Yeah. King has always been like that.
AKA Russie Jr.
Yeah.
AKA I don't look like anybody I'm related to. Except for my mama because she took me where to get this bootleg plastic surgery.
Like her eyes and stuff.
Yo, like yo, if Tiny was like yo when she first
She was so pretty back in the day. What
back in
happened?
that, nigga, she probably man, she ain't know what worth. She ain't know what worth, man.
Mess for stuff up.
Shout out Lil Kim, same thing.
I was gonna say that.
Big
Look,
shaking in his
Fox
eyes.
News.
Nigga, Lil Kim, like nigga, 90. Nigga, listen.
She was bad.
96
96
96
Lil Kim was the baddest joint.
She was bad.
96 Kim and Foxy with two good ears.
Nah, I really wasn't digging Foxy. I'm sorry. Lil Kim was yeah.
Lil Kim was good. Like I didn't mind her getting titties. You know what I'm saying? Like she should have just left it at that.
Nigga, I still remember that damn joint. My locker.
Oh, the album cover?
I ain't gonna not I'm talking about the joint when she got the she got the fur on and she make that
Yeah.
that pose.
That's the album cover.
Okay.
The pose with whole lot of
Whole lot of gang shit.
meow. But yeah, it's like a whole lot. But
But yeah,
It's
you gonna-
unnecessary for him to act like
Yeah,
that.
you don't
Like,
have to act like that.
No.
especially when we saw you on VH1,
Yeah.
like your whole damn life. Like when that nigga came out, I said this nigga slow.
He act like it.
I don't have nothing against people that have mental retardation and nothing like that, but that nigga was like, I was looking at this shit. I said, yo, like T.I. had me like, okay. Like I looked at the other kids, I was like, all
Me
right.
and my homegirl.
He's the only one that acts like that.
Yeah. So me and my home.
Ain't he the youngest?
No, Major. is
No,
the-
it's Aris.
Well, they got that daughter, but
Aris.
so me and my homegirl was talking about it, and we came to the agreement that they had King back when they got caught with all the X pills and shit. Remember with the guns and all the pills and shit?
mm-hmm.
He's a product of that era of their life. And if you do the timeline, it kind of matches up a little bit. But he's like, you don't gotta act like that. And then he's like, you're getting pulled over because you don't wear your seatbelt. Wear your fucking seatbelt, or you're gonna fly through the fucking windshield.
And like you repping your family. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows who child you are.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like,
You're making your brothers and your sister look bad. You're making your parents look bad.
Because it's Deja.
Damani.
No, that's another one.
Oh, this girl?
Yeah.
And then it's another
Me?
son.
Because it's Imani, Major, and King. So King's older than
There's
Major.
still another son. Though.
Yeah, the other son is like older. But
The mine is the oldest, I thought.
No, he's second.
no, man.
From the girl.
I'm talking about for the boy. I'm speaking
For the boy.
Look, you got. All right, so here you go. You got Deja, Imani
The
Harris.
mine is the one that look like
Okay.
T.I.
Okay, and then you got Messiah.
That's who I'm talking
Messiah.
about.
Messiah's the one that look like T.I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Then Imani, then King, then Major, then Harris.
I ain't gonna front. Major was the only one I watched the show.
Oh, yeah, I forget
Yeah,
about
Major.
Imani.
Major was a baby, man. He was
But
cool.
I love
He
Major.
was
I
cool.
love
He
Major.
was cool. He
He's
was
the
little nigga in
cutest
high
little
school
thing.
now.
Yeah, but I feel
The
like,
cutest little thing.
but Damani though, Damani dope though. Like with the rhymes.
Oh yeah, he been rapping this
Yeah.
shit.
I heard the Messiah kid. The Messiah, he raps too now.
But you gotta think, man. Get that.
Messiah's shy. He's the
He's
shy
more like
one.
proper.
He's very proper.
Yeah, but
Shy.
but if you look at T.I., like even though Ti takes it over the extreme when using big ass words, like.
I don't be looking up to that.
But the thing about it is like as far as like his influence, like
Yeah.
you can make an argument. Like T.I. probably could, depending on how you want to rate your top 10, the nigga could creep in that top 10. Like I ain't
Yeah,
gonna,
depending on what your preference is, you know.
because I'm gonna tell you right now, like like I was thinking about this shit the other day.
Even though he backed out of the Buster smoke
No,
Buster
no,
challenge,
no,
joint,
no,
he's not an easy
No,
out
but hold
on that
on,
versus stage.
hold on, you gotta think, and we had this discussion before. Like niggas gotta understand when, and we gonna off it, but I'm gonna bring it back. So when you think about the versus part, with T.I. doing versus, right? T.I. has to go with somebody that's going like now. It's not about me and you being in the same on different platforms and we broadcast on. We gotta make a show.
Yeah.
First of all, nigga, everybody hypes up Busta Rhymes. I'm gonna keep it a band. Like all jokes aside, you like Busta Rhymes got some good records. It's really that fucking damn energy on that stage.
Yeah, it's the
gotta work.
energy.
So the only person that you makes sense to battle Busta Rhymes is who? Missy Elliott. Why would you put fucking T.I. with that? T.I. like nigga, like it's not gonna mesh well. Now I could see T.I. at 50 doing it. But behind,
that's what we wanted. That's what we called down.
But at the same time, it's like when you look at T.I.'s discography, like
I was giving him respect, saying he's not an easy out on that stage.
No, he's not. He's not. But I think like when you look at T.I.'s discography, is like I think once you get past what was it? Let's say I'm Serious, the trap music, the urban legend, and King, then T.I. versus T.I.P. And then you had Paper Trail. So those right here, that first 6, right? But then like after that, that's when it'll go like hit, miss, hit, miss, hit, miss, hit, miss. And
last that I give him is the what's the name of the album with Trap Act Jumper? Heavy is Dead.
That shit was hard. The joint we did with 3 Stacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That album.
I'm sorry. Yeah. That
album.
Yeah, but the Down Trap joint was straight too. The joint he just did like 2 years ago, 2-3 years ago, and then I think he dropped another one, Aries or some shit, whatever the fuck it was called.
Nah, he's not an easy out.
Nah, but I think as far as like when you see how
we bring Michael Vick out and do Rubber Band, man, that's the point.
But when you look at how we talking about it, it's like how we saw T.I.
Yeah.
So then you look at his kids, like what the fuck is you out here doing wilding for? Like
that's like Marcus Jordan doing anything other than backdooring his own shoes that his father allows him to make. The way King is acting, that'd be like one of them kids doing something like, yo, you're Marcus Jordan. Why do you have a felony on your record? Why are you being arrested?
Well, you gotta think like with that is like people gotta understand like you gotta like. I think the moral of the story is that we treat these kids of these celebrities and we put them at a so high regard that sometimes we forget that they actually human.
And we also treat the privileged kids that we know in our personal lives. We treat like we've looked at them the same way we're looking at them.
Yeah.
But,
you know what I'm saying? Like fans.
Like you had both your parents.
Have a real good marriage.
But here's the difference though. Like what do you define as privilege?
You don't want for anything.
Nah, but you gotta understand it. That shit changes though.
Yeah.
So you gotta understand like it's a difference. Like
what changes about your trust fund?
Who has a trust fund? No. Here's what I'm saying. Because you're like, okay. So when you looking at privileged kids, right?
Yeah.
First thing you looking at that is money. I know some privileged motherfuckers that ain't come from money, and it was the privilege that they had is that they had both mother and father to give them that love.
That's another privilege.
But that's not. But at the same time, when you are talking about privileged, when you explaining that, you are speaking of financial shit.
I just said Clarence's parents have a real good marriage, meaning his mother and his father are together. They've never, you know what I'm saying, like he saw her date or do whatever with Floyd, if he can remember that, you know what I mean? But for the most part, his parents have been together his whole entire life. That's a part of privilege.
Right, but remember at the same time, and you're right, but at the same time, like
I got friends that have never met their father.
Right, same here.
Like never met him.
Right.
They could work in the same office building with the nigga and not know him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, you basically bottom line, you don't gotta act the way you acting, little nigga.
But the thing about it is,
whether your parents were rich, you don't gotta act the way you're acting.
Yeah, but at the same time, that's sometimes when you get people like that, it's like they go against the grain because that's what they choose to do. Yeah. And sometimes their personality comes out later than never. You gotta understand, like I said, when you talk about this privilege shit, like 99.9%, when you say, yo, that boy privilege, that ain't got nothing to do with both of his parents being there. The first thing everybody gonna say and see, and I think I'm not being racist when I say this shit. I think when people say privilege, you automatically look at the Caucasians. Right. Because when you say trust fund, yes, like I'm gonna just give it, like when you look at how the Caucasians was growing up versus people of color. Yeah. I'm not speaking just for black people. Right. Ancestors, generations, they had the head start. They had the cheat code. Yeah. Other minorities like Asians and stuff, they had the cheat code. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to us Hispanics and blacks, all of a sudden, maybe about 2-3 years ago, now they want to open it up about financial literacy. They want to talk about LLCs and EINs and, do this and do that and blah, blah, blah.
Teach this in schools, teach that in school. I took those classes that everybody's pushing for.
But hear me though. Yeah. That's not like what I just explained. Like, that's not privilege right now. Like, cause I feel with all the shit that we're getting now, we supposed to been and had that. Cause it's like a race. It's kind of like a race if you really check it out. But like
it's not a sprint.
It's not. It's a marathon. R.I.P. Nipsey, by the way. And the thing that I look at is like when we say privileged kids, the trust funds,
I wasn't delegating. I don't mean to cut you off. I wasn't delegating it to. I know when we hear that word privileged and privileged kids, we do automatically pinpoint Caucasians and other people. Like anybody that has that financial advantage. I'm speaking on him. You could be perfect.
Financial security.
You could be,
but at the same, you know what? It's not even a matter of him being privileged. He's just spoiled. He's spoiled.
That's another thing.
And probably was allowed to do what he wanted to do. Never you know what I'm saying? He had so many.
But let me ask you a question. Both of y'all being mothers, though, right? Now that you use the S word, you do it in the universe, spoiled. Now, is we talking about he privileged or is he spoiled?
I think he's spoiled.
I might have to lean towards what Nick said.
No. Stand on your own square, because
I can change my mind. Nigga, I can change.
Yeah, he probably just wasn't thinking about that.
I wasn't thinking about that word.
But what I'm saying is that,
and you just asked, is he more privileged or spoiled? Since the word spoiled has came into the equation, I'm gonna lean towards spoiled.
But I mean,
the privilege has allowed him to become spoiled.
But all right, so because when you look at like this, when you say spoiled, right?
Yeah.
And as parents, I think the person that don't spoil their kids is who, and I see this about him all the time. Shaq.
Yeah.
Shaq. Now, if you know Shaq with all of his businesses and
Shaq spoiled everybody else's kids but his own.
Yeah, but because he said, no, I worked hard to get this. I'm gonna show you how to get it, but I'm not gonna give it to you. You know what I'm saying? And that's that. But like,
he doesn't spoil his sons.
But he'll say he'll spoil.
But the mama's different though. Shawnee.
Yeah, Shawnee different.
She's different, yeah.
Yeah, but how do y'all feel about that though? Like with like being the kids being spoiled and shit.
Yeah, I think like whether you have a lot of money or not, like that financial security, if you spoil your child and allow them to do whatever they want growing up, they're gonna feel like it's like a certain level of entitled and like you ain't put no boundaries on me growing up.
So
So
why you starting now?
And that's a recipe for disaster.
Because there are
when they
spoiled
get
kids
older,
that have
when they're-
grown up.
yeah.
And see, and now, but he's of age now.
Yeah, he's a high school graduate.
Right.
He's out of school and everything. But there's spoiled kids that grew up in the projects. Like their parents didn't put any set boundaries to them. You know,
They do whatever
they want.
Right.
But then it's like when you say spoiled project kids, no curfew. You do what the fuck you want to do now. You don't go to school.
And that can be considered a privilege.
No, it's not. Because that's
I'm not saying it is.
But like
I'm not saying it's a. I'm
I
not saying it's good.
So let me ask you a question.
I'm not saying it's good.
No, but let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
So are you saying like with these things that like as a kid in the hood, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't go to school.
Oh no, that's
no. But stand on what I'm about to say. So don't go to school. Don't have a curfew. You do whatever the fuck you want to do, right? How you and I'm agree with you. Some people probably say this shit is a privilege.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, 2020, that shit is not. That's
That's
detrimental.
not.
That's detrimental to what the fuck you got going on.
100%.
But I want to ask this question though. Now, do you feel like also with the privilege, spoiled? Now you got these two words floating, and it makes this big one word, entitlement.
Yeah.
How y'all feel about that with the kids? Like if they, you know what I'm saying? Like if you never had to really want for nothing, it's like you feel entitled, correct?
Yeah, he was definitely entitled.
Yeah, like with him tripping off of having too many pickles or pickles period on his sandwich, and he want to trip for that, like
and belittle people, and
right.
I don't know. That's
put it like this. His daddy put in the work. He didn't.
Right.
So,
but I'll say this: sometimes like behavior is learned. Like one of our previous episodes, we were talking about his father belittling a comedian. So sometimes you do what you see. You might see a parent. You might hear your father degrade your mother, and you think that's the way to talk to all women. Or you might see your father beat your mother, and you think that's cool to put your hands on women. You might be a girl growing up, and you hear your mother degrade your father, and you think that's how you're supposed to talk to men when they don't do what you want them to do.
Right. Now my question
is a double-edged sword,
but my thing is I think what you're saying.
What is he entitled to?
Right. Because I think it's like when you take these two women right here, like as parents, like and I listen to like, I know them. We know them. You know what I'm saying? So I I definitely commend them, of raising their children in this wild ass world, but also keep it sturdy enough, like, yo, like you gotta, you know what I'm saying, that's what you gotta do. Because you do have some people that, correct me if I'm wrong here, you just got some people in the world that will buy the love and affection from the kid, right? So this is what breeds like if you don't know what's going behind closed doors, right? If you don't know the mental health of the parents, I'm using two, because you might have two parents that ain't never had shit. They bust their ass, they got hard. I mean, pause. They went hard for what they do, and next thing you know, they giving their life to the kids. Like they giving them everything that they didn't have. And I've seen this with certain parents, and they just gave their kids everything they have, and then these kids turn into like fucking snobs and all this other shit.
Looking down on
you, looking down, but they ain't never put no work in. Like motherfuckers don't know how to do nothing. Like at least I would let my kids know that this is what you like nigga, though, you gonna learn how to change this tire because you're not good enough for that. You gonna know how to change this. You know how to cut this grass. You gonna know how to wash these dishes.
Wash these dishes.
You
You
gonna
gonna
know how to
fold these clothes.
You gonna know how to wash your ass.
Yeah.
You gonna know how to do all of this shit.
And you gotta make sure you having like serious talks with them, because you gotta
Right.
think they're celebrities. You know what I'm saying? The parents. So it's
Both
like,
of
how
them.
much time? I mean, you see them. You saw their show, and you see when they are with their kids or whatever. But if you are a celebrity, how much time are you really getting? Like quality time with your kids when you on the road
Yeah.
touring. You got so many business business things going on. It's like, and then you have other people watching your kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Some of those
necessary.
kids have
You're
grown up
providing
with-
financially,
Right.
but it's like,
That's it.
who do they have the like real time to talk to them and teach them certain things? And did their kids feel like they had the opportunity to talk to them about things that were bothering them and stuff like that growing up? So it's like, you're spoiled because you're getting everything you want,
Right.
tangible things.
And you're really only asking for those things because you're not getting the love that you seek and desire.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I think spoiled, and I don't know what the quality. I mean, you see them go on vacations and stuff like that, but how often
How
is
are
that? And what is the quality time spent really?
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of
Because we don't know what's going on when the cameras are off,
Right.
Right.
and they're in the house. Whether you have one parent or both parents in the house, you can have two pieces of shit people that are your parents, and just because you live in the house, and a man or a woman that might have grown up in a single parent household might look like, oh, you're so lucky, you got your mother and your father, but you might not know that the mother is an alcoholic and the father beats the mother.
Right.
It might be filling up
Or
his
they
sister,
or they
you know what I'm saying?
working all the time.
Yeah.
When they come home, they're too tired to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
You just don't know.
so were they too busy
And
while
some
they
of
were
those
growing
kids that
up?
are in
Like,
those situations have been around their nannies and all of that more than their
Their
actual
parents, right.
physical parents, you know? It's like that movie, The Toy. You remember The Toy with Richard
mhm,
Pryor?
yep,
Mhm.
yep,
And the
yep.
white boy was like, he's like, well, such and such will take you to the amusement park. Nah, I
Mhm.
want you to take me.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they don't have that all the time,
Right.
you know? That's why I said it's a double-edged, kind of tricky. So I didn't think of the word spoiled. I'm gonna lean towards spoiled.
Yeah, he's spoiled.
spoiled as fuck.
His privilege has allowed him to become spoiled.
Right.
And
The
I'll say-
financial privilege.
Yeah, the financial privilege has allowed him to become spoiled, because I saw that in the Waffle House video, pulling out his bankroll, like I got more money than you, I got more money than your life, or whatever you was, whatever
Like,
that little ignorant
really?
young,
Yeah, that's ignorant.
whatever that ignorant young chick he was saying. That's why they pulled up on him, like, hey, nigga, it's real
And
life
just
out here.
hopefully he'll grow out of that.
Yeah.
Like, mature. He's
I hope
definitely
so. I don't know.
immature.
Yeah.
He's been like that since the beginning.
He has,
I don't know.
ADHD, something. He was
I
always
don't
like
know.
bouncing off the wall and stuff. But I mean,
He just say whatever he want. He's just always been like that.
but time could change people,
Only
and
you
he's
okay.
still very young.
Right.
So hopefully,
Yeah,
hopefully
people
sooner
not-
than later he'll see the error of his ways
Hopefully nothing bad happens to him to make him
see. Yeah.
Right.
But if I'm one of them motherfuckers, next time he do something, I need some ratings. I'm making Scared Straight 2000, whatever the fuck it is, and I'm putting him on there. So this is how we gonna wrap this shit up. First and foremost, man, the GOAT retires. Serena Williams retired, man. What she do for black tennis?
did everything.
What her father put in that discipline, kept them
And he
busy,
did not spoil them.
had a
like,
focus.
Right. He made them live in the hood and everything. Like, he was not playing with them.
Two girls from Compton.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the way I look at how, even though it's Serena, yeah, I also give props to Venus too.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because she said in her retirement speech, she was like, Venus, I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for my sister Venus.
Right, and that's honorable too. I feel like the way I look at Serena and Venus and what they did for the sport, like African American women, African American, because like I think the last African American that we had to do something was Arthur Ashe. You know,
Billie Jean King.
you know what I'm saying? Her too. And it's just like you inspire so many people. Like I think with sports is like it's a taboo. Like so like, you know, like when you look at certain sports, you're trying to like identify certain shit. So like at one point in time we didn't see that many black people in tennis.
Right.
But over the years,
These last 20,
20
25 years.
Yeah, because I remember this vividly. Like when the first time I saw Venus Williams.
Yeah.
And I was like, hold up, like, but I'm gonna tell you what I liked how they did it. When they came out, every black girl could identify with them because they had the braids with the beads.
These, like she looks like me.
You know what I'm saying? And that was beautiful. Just like I know some people might have a different view on this, but like when Barack Obama got in the office, right? But people don't understand when Obama went into office, even though that was a major thing for history.
That's one of the 3 things I never thought I'd see in my lifetime.
But you want to know what it also did for all them young kids? It gave them like, you know how when you was young they said, I'm gonna be president one day,
Right?
And a motherfucker like, haha, yeah, okay, whatever, right?
But they didn't want to say, nah,
Nigga,
nigga.
nah. But on a real thing, now when a kid said, I'm gonna be president, you be like.
Like I can see that happening if you keep on the path.
Yeah, it's possible.
Right.
You know.
So like but like I say that to say this because when you look at what they did,
Change.
Like,
Like if anybody changed we use that term loosely. Such and such changed the game.
Change the game, right?
They changed the game to where people were actually rushing home. People that look like us four in this room rushing home to watch tennis.
I'm gonna tell you right now, with tennis has like a weird schedule. Like I'll keep it a band, like so, like
some of the
nah, like because the biggest tournament out of everything is Wimbledon.
Yeah.
And then especially when they like
it's French Open.
Yeah, French Open. Like you can see that shit. Like, but it's something about when they in the Olympics, like that shit a difference, right?
Yeah.
So I look at it like this: for Serena Williams to dominate the way she did, 23 Grand Slam championships, and it's like we watched it here, like we looked at it like, hold up now, like is it the end? Like old girl gave her like the chick that beat her, she was like, let me get out of here and let her have her time.
Yeah,
like
that's honorable.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it does a lot. Like it definitely empowers women to do more sports because like like even with the WNBA. Even like, some females boxing, females doing MMA, like it just empowers a lot. And that's what a lot of people I don't think I will say is that I think like a lot of these women need to be compensated like males do. Like as far as the pay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I that's the only thing, because it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like the only thing I can say with the female joints, like shit, nigga, you'll miss a season, not from a broken leg, but you might be pregnant with some shit, then you out for a whole season. You know what I'm saying? 9 months,
But it's like if you playing the same game, why? Just like with any job.
Right.
Yeah.
Why pay less?
Right.
You doing the same work.
Right.
Right.
And probably better.
That's why I say people like Venus Williams, Serena Williams, Cynthia Cooper. Cynthia Cooper was wild, but she wild. We'll talk about this some other time. I think we already did.
You mean Cheryl Swoops? You talking about Cheryl Swoops?
Nah, Cynthia Cooper.
Oh yeah, she's a real one.
Nah,
When she cut everybody from the squad.
She cut everybody's squad. But
that's because she wants them to strive for the same greatness that is Cynthia Cooper. When you mentioned the name Cynthia Cooper and the
because Cynthia Cooper like real nigga shit when it comes down to it, like before the Diana Taurasi's, before the Sue Birds, it was Cynthia Cooper and
Reggie Miller's sister
and Cheryl Miller and Cheryl Swoops.
And Dawn Staley.
Now check me though. My girl. So here's how you get busy. When WNBA started, you had a team called the Houston Comets. They're not there no more. But this was the only team in the WNBA that won that joint 4 years
Yeah, 4
straight
in a row.
from the inception of it. Like,
From 96 to 2000.
you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Poor Lisa Leslie was like, nah, y'all bitches got to go.
She had to wait all. You know how many joints she had to wait out before she could get one, even though she was already like Lisa Leslie was already Lisa Leslie before the WNBA.
Yeah. I mean,
You know what I mean?
yeah, because I ain't gonna lie. Like when you saw, and I'm going to like the female dominance of like how they dominate. Like
that's the first girl. That's the first women's dynasty.
The female dream team in '96. Bruh.
Beat Martin and Cole and them.
I was going to say that. You took the words out of my mouth.
Martin and Cole and them, but
Beat
like,
Martin and Cole and Tommy.
Right.
but yeah, I just think that with Serena Williams,
That's greatness.
That's
We'll
greatness.
never. I don't think we'll ever see anything like that ever again. And if you're out there, young lady, prove me wrong. That's my challenge to whoever is wanting to be the next tennis star. Prove me wrong, because I don't think we'll ever see greatness like I witnessed for the last 25 years.
You gotta give it time, but it's what's his name? Corday's girl.
Nah, she's a consultant now. She don't play no more.
Oh no, why?
You talking about Naomi?
No, she don't.
Nah.
Okay. So
she like runs a sports agency.
Right.
Oh.
But like
she burnt out too fast.
Yeah, because they put they
it's depression. It's depression. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you can't, like you said, when last week, it was like, so you was supposed to really play. You was really supposed to be a hooper.
Yeah.
And I took all of the proper steps to go about doing that, but like prime example, we watched the N1 special.
I want to see that.
No, they could not play in the NBA because they were not disciplined enough. They were not willing to wake up at 4:30 in the morning to go jogging and put up 500 shots and then go to school. Do their work, stay up, come home, shower, go back to basketball practice, wash, rinse, repeat. They weren't like, they're talking about, we smoked like 10, 15 blunts, then go play the game. And we was just happy and excited because we got basketball shorts. Like your eyes get big for basketball shorts, you'll never make it.
You definitely need major discipline.
You have to be disciplined
to be great in a sport.
Yeah.
In a professional sport.
Right.
Like, there are many people in the world, and there are hundreds of thousands of people that work the everyday jobs that us four work. There's only been 5,000 people to ever play in the NBA. 5,000.
Man, I tried.
In 75 years.
I tried playing one time tennis.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even make it up and down the damn. Is it called a court? What is it called?
It's called a court.
There's no way.
I tried to do that in high school, like in gym class. I was like, this might be some of the hardest shit I've ever tried to do, and I'm pretty fucking athletic.
Now I could play some badminton.
And that's what probably gave me the courage.
Different.
Yeah, that's what probably gave me the courage.
Your shit with badminton.
I love badminton.
I'd either hit the ball in the net or I would hit the ball outside of the fucking court.
That should be crazy.
I wasn't hitting the ball at all. There was no going back and forth.
But with that,
she used to go. Her and her sister to go. It's both of them.
I think, like I said, at the end of the day, it's more like we seen it when we're getting, and with sports evolving and stuff, we're getting more accustomed to seeing people like of color to come in there. Because like right now, you got a dude, I think dude from Maryland, the black dude that's in there, he's still in there joining the men's side of the shit. So, because like I said, we did golf, we did this, we did what I'm saying? And we got a couple brothers that's playing in hockey too. So it's like, you know what I mean? So I mean, all the sports are getting,
we're representing.
Yeah, they're getting diverse
representation.
You know what I'm saying?
Soccer,
soccer different.
Man.
But
that was another one I thought I was going. I understand why they are so excited when they score a goal. Like I said, oh my goodness.
But with that being said, oh my goodness. Before we start burning shit up in here, follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Feed the Coach Mix Show. Definitely check us out on YouTube. Definitely check us on all podcast hosting sites: Apple, Spotify, iHeart, and all that other good shit. But
Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell your mother to holler at me.
but with that being said, it's your boy
It's
R.O.
your man 6 Shooter.
Lady Nix.
Your girl Shell.
And this is the
Feed the Culture Mix Show. See ya.